Smart Data has been working in ASP.NET MVC application from last 6 years. So we have extensive experience in MVC 2, 3, 4 and 5. Here I am going to demonstrate one of our recently developed ASP.NET MVC application architecture. In this application we have divided this into UI layer, service layer and repository layer mainly. A repository layer has been developed using Entity Framework, and we are following repository and unit of work pattern in this application. There is one more layer we have developed, that is view models, and this layer has been used while transferring the entity from service layer to view, and this layer convert the entity in the form the view require. So coming back to UI layer, I'm just going to demonstrate one of our view, that is athlete we have developed. So first of all I would like to display the routing. In this application we have this is our route config file. Here we are defining the routes for the application. Next I would like to show the global.asax file. So this is the application start method, and here we are registering all the areas defined in this application, and then we have some global configuration, and then there are some global filters, registering route, and we have also implemented bundling in this application so that the loading time can be reduced. Loading time for pages can be reduced. We have divided the application into multiple areas. Here you can see we have admin, we have login info, we have subscriber, and we have users. Now I am going to demonstrate one of our controller, that is lead and the add lead view. Here under subscriber we have controllers, we have models, we have views, and I am going to the lead controller. So in this controller I am going to demonstrate about add lead view. So as the request in this controller for add lead view will come, this method will be called, and this will get the leads detail from the database using the API controller, and then return that object to the view. In the view side we have add lead view. We bind this view with the lead object which has been returned from the controller. Here you can see the lead model, and here you can see that we have binded the property of this lead model with the UI controls. There is a label, you can see this is the drop down list for location. Then we have for first name the text box for first name, this has been binded here, and then for last name, email, and likewise for other controls also. So once actually this view has been used to add new lead to the view or end, and you can see that we have defined the form tag here, and this will call the lead controller the add lead action, and the area is subscriber, and as the user will submit, will post this form, the add lead post method will be called in the lead controller. Here you can see this is the post method of add lead view, and you can also see that we are validating entry forgery token. We have added this attribute, and in the view side you can see that we have implemented entry forgery token in the view side, and then we are validating that in our controller side using this validate entry forgery token attribute. We have also created attributes for handling exception, and whenever there will be an exception, handle exception attribute will fire, and here we can do the operations related to handling the exception. We can log that exception, or we can just complete this exception by just handle that exception in one or the other way we require. So this is the add lead action which has been called, and the data will be posted from the add lead. Here you can see that we are setting some property in this model, and then we are calling the API controller for saving this information in the database, and then we are redirecting back to the lead screen. Here we are displaying all the leads information. So this is the flow of information from the view to the database, view to the controller, and then to the API controller, and then to the database. Thank you.